Good morning, all of you. This is Mistry sir. So, as we studying about the emulsion, that is biphasic liquid dosage form, right? So, in which we was discussed various kind of topics from the emulsion, that is introduction, advantages, type of emulsion, then test for identification of type of emulsion, classification of emulsion, formulation of emulsion, preparation of emulsion. So, in our today's lecture, we will discuss the stability of emulsion, right? So before starting the stability of emulsion, we have to just recall whatever we studied in our previous lecture, right? So let's see. So in our previous lecture we had discussed the preparation of emulsion. So we know that that is for the preparation of our emulsion, our actual emulsion. Before preparation of our actual emulsion, we need to prepare the primary emulsion, primary kind of emulsion, right? And for the primary kind preparation of primary kind of emulsion, we need the this ratio, oil water and gum ratio, right? Oil water and gum ratio. So as we if we use the if we will use the fixed oil, that time we should use this ratio. If we will use the volatile oil, that time we should take a this ratio. And for in case of mineral oil, we have to take a this ratio, right? And this ratio depend on the over what kind of oil we will be used for the preparation of emulsion, right? So this as I said, this table is very important for preparing the primary emulsion, right? So as we know, that is for the small for the large scale production actually uh, running in industry level, right, industry level. And but for the small kind of small production or a small scale production, that is in institute level or college level, generally for the preparation of emulsion, dry gum method, wet gum method and bottle method or other methods are generally adopted, right? So as we know, that is dry gum method we know that that is in dry gum method, that is first of all we have to add the oil, after that gum acacia, then water, right? And dry gum method perform in mortar pestle, right? Perform in mortar pestle. Then afterward our wet gum method, so in which there is also there is a some quite difference between the some quite difference from the our dry gum method, that is in which first of all we have to take the gum, afterward water, then finally oil. So this is the sequence, and that sequence make the wet gum and dry gum method different, right? So as in wet gum method also we use the mortar and pestle for the trituration purpose, right, or mixing purpose. So afterward, that is a bottle method, so its name itself indicates that we need the bottle here, right? We form a primary emulsion in the bottle, means whatever the oil, gum acacia and water we need are taken into or transfer into a bottle, and afterward by using the upward downward shaking we prepare the primary emulsion. Afterward we go for the addition of more water for the required volume. Then afterward our final method, that is the other method. That's other method in which there is a various kind of machines are used. So as like the homogenizer and blender also, right? Homogenizer and blenders. In homogenizer, basically for a smaller scale production or as well as also large scale production, there is a homogenizer are used. So for the small scale or college institute level, that is hand homogenizer are used, as well as the silver sun mixer homogenizer also used. And then industry level, that is colloidal mill are used, right? So we know that our homogenizer are work on the principle, that is the that whatever the coarse emulsion are passing through the narrow orifice by the under some speed pressure, right? So by this way we can, or our homogenizer are worked, right? So also we discuss the what how the homogenizer work. Then hand homogenizer means hand operating machine, that is homogenizer. Then also silver's sun mixer homogenizer, it also it is electrically handled, electrically operated machine, right? So this is our all about our preparation of our emulsion, right? So from today we will discuss the stability of our emulsion. So let's begin. So you know that is stability. I think you it is it has gone your or you are already know about the stability, because we are discuss it in our emulsion chapter also, right? Stability means stability, right? Means stability means our, that is the stability means whatever the preparation we will prepared or we had prepared, that is whether it is स्टेबल और नॉट अप टू इट्स एक्सपायरी डेट, ठीक है? तो जो एक्सपायरी डेट होता है, तो एज यूज ऑल जो प्रिपरेशन होते हैं वो क्या है, उसका कुछ एक्सपायरी डेट होता है, तो उसका कुछ लिमिट दिया होता है, ठीक है? तो मतलब इस साल तक ये मैं इतने टाइम तक ये क्या होगा, सेफ रहेगा, ठीक है? तो एज लाइक अवर emulsion also there is a stability are very important, right? Because we preserve the emulsion for a long period of time, that is a 3 years, maximum 3 years, right? So वो जो 3 years है प्रिजर्व करने का, ठीक है, स्टोर करने का, तो वो जो टाइम है उसके बीच में उसके अंदर कुछ चेंजेस नहीं होना चाहिए। एज जैसे कि हम लोग जो इनिशियल टाइम में जो प्रिपेयर करेंगे फॉर्मुलेशन, जैसा उसका स्टेबिलिटी रहेगा, उसका जो तो एक्शन हो, थेरापेटिक एक्शन हो, या फिर उसके अपीयरेंस हो, या फिर उसका टेस्ट हो, ठीक है? तो ऑल जो काइंड ऑफ फैक्टर है वो पूरा स्टेबल रहना चाहिए अप टू इट्स एक्सपायरी डेट। जब तक वो एक्सपायरी नहीं होता है तब तक वो एज इट इज़ जो पहले दिन जो प्रिपरेशन बनाए उसी तरह वो 3 साल बाद भी वैसा रहना चाहिए, ठीक है? तो उस कंडीशन को बोलेंगे हम स्टेबल, स्टेबिलिटी मतलब उस टाइम तक वो स्टेबल रहना चाहिए, उसमें कौन सा भी चेंजेस नहीं होना चाहिए, ठीक है? लेकिन ड्यूरिंग दिस स्टोरेज पीरियड देयर इज अ may chances of change in the stability of our preparation, right? So we because of this we know the whatever the what kind of changes are occurred during the storage of our emulsion, right? अगर हम लोग पता हमें अगर पता चलता है कि कौन से टाइप के चेंजेस हो सकते हैं मे बी इन फ्यूचर, अगर वो हमें पता चल जाते हैं तो हम लोग उससे स्टडी करके हम उसे प्रिवेंट करने का कोशिश कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? तो this is the very important to know the whatever the changes occur during the storage of our emulsion, right? So storage of emulsion is a very sorry, stability of emulsion is very important. So just let's begin. If an emulsion remain as such after its preparation, that is the dispersed globules are uniformly distributed into a dispersion medium during its storage, then we shall call it stable, right? Means there is a one definition here or some simple meaning of our stability, right? Stable preparation, why and when we call our preparation is a stable, right? So this is the one question, right? So you know that before the solving that question we know this meaning of our stable or stability, right? So as we know that is our emulsion, when we call our emulsion is a stable, if our emulsion if our emulsion whatever in our emulsion whatever the globules are there are distribute, if it is distributed throughout the dispersion media, right? अगर जो हमें पता है कि हमारा जो emulsion है वो stable emulsion कब बोलेंगे, जब वो जो ऑयल ग्लोबुल्स है वो यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा डिस्पर्शन मीडिया में, या फिर जो ऑयल है और वाटर है वो क्या होगा, यूनिफॉर्मली मिक्स हो जाएगा। ऐसी एज एज इन जनरल वी नो दैट ऑयल एंड वाटर आर not mixed because it is immiscible to each other, right? But in the form of emulsion it become a miscible because we added some surfactant or emulsifying agent. Due to that we can able to mix the oil and water together, right? So what happened actually, that is a disperses whatever the disperse phase, either it is water and oil, right? We know that. then अगर जो disperse phase है, disperse globules है, वो अगर यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्पर्शन मीडिया में या फिर कंटिन्यूस फेज में अगर यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है तब जाके हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, दैट इज आवर इमल्शन, राइट? और वो जो जो डिस्पर्स्ड ग्लोबुल्स है वो अगर स्टोर ड्यूरिंग द स्टोरेज, मतलब उसका जो एक्सपायरी है या फिर स्टोर जब करेंगे स्टोर टाइम पे भी अगर वो रिमेन डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होकर रहता है डिस्पर्शन मीडिया में, तब जाकर क्या बोलेंगे हम लोग, और प्रिपरेशन इज अ स्टेबल, राइट. So this is the meaning of stability of it, stable, right. If the emulsion remain as such after preparation, अगर प्रिपरेशन करने के बाद उसका जो प्रिपरेशन वो अगर जैसा पहले था वैसे ही अगर रहता है अप टू एक्सपायरी, तब जाकर बोलेंगे और प्रिपरेशन इज अ स्टेबल, राइट. सो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ our stability. Then as well as should not chemically stable, and there should not any bacterial growth during its shelf life, as well as should not chemically stable, and there shall not any bacterial growth. Okay, means with this means if our preparation are remain as such after its preparation, right, means whatever the dispersed phase or dispersed globules should be uniformly distribute into a dispersion media up to its storage, that time we will call it our preparation is a stable. And along with this as well as whatever the uh, whatever the dispersion globules or dispersion media should be chemically stable, means whatever the excipients we are used, that should not react with our chemically not react with our active drug, or whether whatever the container we are used, that should not be react with our internal preparation, right. That's why it should be a chemically stable, right. It should be chemically stable up to its expiry date or shelf life, or during the storage, and they should not any bacterial growth during its shelf life. So along with this, that is if our preparation is chemically stable, then whatever the dispersed globules should be remain distributed into a dispersion media. Then if our preparation not contain any bacterial growth during its shelf life or storage, that time we will call it our preparation is a stable, or we prepared a stable kind of preparation. And a stable kind of preparation are able to give the actual and good therapeutic effect, right. So don't confuse with this, that is a shelf life means our expiry date, right. शेल्फ लाइफ मीन्स और एक्सपायरी डेट, जो मतलब एक्सपायरी जो पीरियड होता है उसे शेल्फ लाइफ बोला जाता है, ठीक है. मीन्स फ्रॉम द प्रिपरेशन from the preparation to the our expiry, that between this period are called as a shelf life, right. So our preparation, if our preparation is a remain stable and should be chemically stable, and should not have any bacterial growth up to its shelf life or storage or expiry date, that time we will call it our preparation is a totally stable, right. So but apart from that, there is also some chances of occurring the changes, means there is a various changes or given, that should be or that may be occur during the storage of our emulsion, right. तो यहाँ पे कुछ इमल्शन की कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स देखे या फिर चेंजेस देखे, ठीक है, जो होने के चांसेस होते हैं ड्यूरिंग द स्टोरेज ऑफ इमल्शन, ठीक है. ड्यू टू वी नो दैट इज during the storage up to its expiry date, that passes through the various kind of environmental factor, that is a humidity or some temperature also, right. So due to this, there is a chances of occurring the many changes over emulsion, right. If our emulsion found this kind of changes, that time we will call it our preparation is unstable, right. So that's why we should know the or we should have a thorough knowledge of our whatever the changes are occurred in our emulsion, right. So let's see, that is a cracking, then creaming, then phase inversion. So these are the three kind of changes chances of occurring during the storage of our emulsion, that is a cracking, creaming, and phase inversion, right. So you should know how the cracking are occurred, then what is the meaning of cracking, then what kind of factors are responsible for cracking, right. So you then as similar as creaming, why creaming is happening, then what is the reason of creaming, then if creaming happening, then what is the solution for that, right. so as well as a phase inversion. So these three kind of changes are occurred in our emulsion. That's why we have thorough knowledge of it.